Good morning. It's pretty cold in California, but I'll make it through. It's Friday too, so woo. Just a little chilly. It's about 6 a.m. right now. But I wanted to get into how me and my replacement from my last job ended up in the same room with each other. And I don't know if my job thought that I was just sitting on my ass not doing nothing, but I for sure was out there in the field trying to make these connections with the employers because it's just important for me to be able to provide jobs for my clients. Even if I didn't have that many, I just wanted to be ready. So that's where I was like, I was like, okay, I'm having more people. Let me get more involved with my employers. I just didn't want to be doing all this work for my employers and didn't have nobody good to place. So, yeah. Anyways, so I got invited to a luncheon with Job Corps. Oh my God. I cannot wait to show you their food. Spectacular lunch. Like, oh my God. And it's free too. Like, oh my God. But the best part is that it's like a networking event at the same time because other organizations they go there. We all talk and stuff. So, and it's good to like reconnect. So I thought the luncheon was definitely a great idea for community-based organizations to connect and everything. And not only that, but get fed. So, anyway, so um, yes, at Job Corps they have a culinary program, and when their culinary program will be graduating, that's when they start doing the luncheon. So I got invited to the luncheon because I stayed connected with this lady. She loves me. I love her. We have such a great partnership together. And when I moved to my new job, I emailed her. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm not with such and such, and I'm over here now, and just add me to your email blast so that way I can get your newsletters or any job opportunities so I can connect my clients. She's like, oh my God, yes, no problem. Da, 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 da. I'm like, perfect. So, um, I prepared myself. I made sure I look cute and everything, professional. And because of my job, you can kind of do both. But it just depends on the day. Like if you gotta go meet with employers, make sure you're like dressed appropriately. But if you're in the office and you're just doing office work and you just chilling, then you can wear some Jordans and some jeans and a shirt. Like it's not a problem. Um, so I got invited to the luncheon. I ended up going that day. And in front of me when I'm checking in, because you gotta sign in before you gotta go in. Um, Basically she was in front of me in a car and the new girl was in the car with her, but I did not know that. And so I see somebody like staring at me from the truck in front of me, but I couldn't make out who it was. And then next thing you know, I see like a wave in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, that's my other coworker. And so I low key got kind of nervous too. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right. So I continued on, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let them walk inside, like, da 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 da. Da. Next thing you know, I got somebody at my window knocking. I'm like, what the hell scared the shit out of me? And then he's like, oh yeah, we're waiting for you so we can all walk in together. I'm like, great. And so now I gotta walk up in here with the rest of. All right. So I get there. She's like, oh, hi, Jessica. I'm like, hi. No introduction. I don't even know who this girl is standing next to my other coworker. I'm like, all right. So we all walk upstairs, and you'll see my little clip when I'm walking in. I get upstairs. I do another check in, go make my way inside. I see my girl, she's like, oh my God, hey, la la la. I'm like, hey. And then my coworker, my other coworker, the two people that I feel that told on me at my last job were the two people that were at this luncheon. And so he's like, Jessica, you're not gonna give me a hug. And in my head, I'm like, this guy, whatever. I was like, no bad blood, no bad blood. It's cool. Like, I was like, you know what? I'll sit right here too. He's like, okay. So I'm sitting right here. He asking me about my job. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not trying to give too much 411. Like, why are you all over my business? Then the new girl walks in and my other coworker. And so my coworker sits next to me. As you can see, I actually took a picture with the replacement because I wanted to just have that memory too, because it felt awkward, because I feel awkward because I feel like they feel guilty about something. Because why would that energy be there? You know? Instead of it being like, hey, yeah, this is Jessica, we all work together, it was more like, this is the new girl and this is the ex girl. Like, how do we handle and it shouldn't have been like that. It should have just been all cool, smelling like no problems. At the end of the day, I don't have the facts on who said what. So I can't point no finger. I can't say nothing at nobody. All I can do is just be me, show up, and keep it going. And so at the end, they were like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see you." Da, 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 da. And we had another girl there, the pantry girl, and she really get out and do stuff with the team for my last job. So it was good to see her as well. And so it was like a little mini reunion. In my last company, they only had eight staff members, and this one is a whole big ass organization. So it's just two different things. But my main thing is employment. I help people find work. I do resumes, cover letters. If you want me to look at stuff, I could definitely look. I just been doing it for so long that I kind of know what employers are looking for when they're reading for stuff. So yeah, that's how I ended up in the same room, because we ended up going to the luncheon. They ended up bringing her so she can get more familiar, just like they did me. Um, and the food was spectacular. And it's so crazy too, because the pantry girl, mind you, she's the one asking all these questions to the new girl. The new girl literally just started a week before the luncheon. Not only did I get her name, but I found out when she started. I didn't get where she came from last time. And she was cool. She wasn't very friendly either. So hope it works out for them. I hope she brings something new to the table. Don't get me wrong. My job was hella cool. Not only was I salary, meaning I didn't have to like clock in and clock out like that. So that was a new experience for me, because I ain't never had to do that as long as I've been working. Can you believe that? I never clocked in, and I'm 32 years old. And I'm just now clocking into work. Like, I mean, I could have clocked in at some of my other companies, but I was salary, so they're like, you don't need to clock in and out. Da, 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 da. You're just flat rate. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how me and my replacement ended up in the same room. Check out the couple clips that I did from Job Corps, and yeah, get to see my replacement. So I just met the new replacement. We made it to Treasure Island. After you. Hey. Oh my God, Job Corps, you done did it again.
I gotta connect with y'all. We'll get some more brochures.
Okay. Look, you're talking in my video, but it's okay now.
7-month paid internship with a prestigious company, and she did great there under the helm of the executive chef Alan Beatty, Anastasia went through all the dining.
That was just like the funniest thing ever, to see my coworker's face when she was like, "Is that Jessica?" And then it was me, and she over here walking with my replacement. I'm like, okay. And so, I mean, the lunch was spectacular, and I'm so glad I came. I'm so glad that they see me up, because they probably wanted to see me down. But, girl, a girl gotta stay connected. Don't let them see you stressed. Keep it going. I wish I could pick up my baby right now, but whatever. I'm gonna hop in this whip and make my way back to the office. So this is my replacement, y'all. We got a little buffet.
Yeah, this is a crostini, or okay. Yeah, it's bread.